What's up, everybody? Afro Joe here, 10 like TAs again. This is gonna be a redo of a video I did, and what it is like May 29th, I did a video about Kelly Osbourne calling Lady Gaga a hypocrite, and I'm gonna tell you what was said, and I'm gonna actually post the story in the description box. It's happened. This story went out May 29th, 2003. It says Kelly Osbourne is not her words when it comes to Lady Gaga. Kelly says, I love Lady Gaga. I totally believe everything she stood for until I realized she's a great big hypocrite. Kelly told the news issue of Cosmopolitan, which featured the fashion police star on its July 2003 cover. 2013, I mean. Kelly commented from a feud that started in early 2012 when doing appearance on Fashion Police. She suggested Gaga was disrespectful to her fans and journalists by skipping the Grammy red carpet. Following the remarks, the Gaga fans took to Twitter and attacked Kelly over her views. Now, like I said, man, this is why I got break down right here. What I got to say. Now, Kelly Osbourne is an American citizen. She might be from British, but she is an American citizen, just like her brother, her father, and her mother. And it's kind of messed up on how American citizens still cannot get freedom of speech because of their opinions or what they say. You got to remember, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody has the right to freedom of speech, and everybody has their own views and their own ways. But to attack somebody over Twitter is just so stupid. I always say that watch what you say and do because it can come back and bite you in your ass. Because, like I say, man, the internet is their smoke. The internet is your smoking gun. That's how it is. The internet is your smoking gun, and people should realize that whatever you say on Twitter, whatever you said on Facebook, whatever you said on Tumblr, is recorded into their database on these social media sites. So if you delete it, it's still going to be there at these databases and these places. So when you sit there and say Kelly Osbourne, whatever, and then you turn around and delete it, it's still there. You can't get rid of it. But as it looks, that people want to continue with this BS about threatening people like her. But I kind of agree on some of the things that Kelly Osbourne says. But I will continue on what the stories about it. Says the feud continuing into late 2012 went on. Alan Carter's Chatterman talk show in the UK. Kelly said she thought Gaga was pregnant due to the fashion choice and the appearance decisions to dye her hair at the time. Eventually, Gaga responded with an open letter. Everybody heard about the open letter on her website, telling Kelly her show breeds negativity. Gaga went on to suggest that Kelly should defend others who are bullied for their image. Nick, I'm gonna say this, Gaga. You are in an industry, Gaga. You are in an industry where negativity is spewed out through music. If you listen to music where they call women bitches and hoes, and you should do this to certain people, and you should go hurt somebody, and then you turn around and say, well, your show is breeding negativity. You gotta look where you're standing at. You're in a cesspool of negativity. The music industry, the entertainment industry is negativity. They put out negativity in movies, music, TV shows, even magazines and books. And you're gonna sit there and say this. Like I said before, you can't say one thing and mean a different thing. But Gaga, you are a hypocrite in a way. You can't say, "Oh, you're showing negativity," but you're in the industry that shows negativity. So you really can't stand up and say the show is negative towards others, even though you're in an industry that does the same damn thing. See what I'm saying? But as the story continues, it says people do get bullied in a way, and I kind of agree with Lady Gaga about people getting bullied because their images. Speaking to Cosmo, issue, Kelly responded to the open letter from Gaga, seemingly addressing Gaga directly through the magazine. Now, this is the part, this paragraph I love so much on what Kelly Osbourne said. This is what Kelly Osbourne said that I love so much. I'm going to read it. Don't say when you see bullying, intervene while letting your fans send me death threats. If my fans did that, I would not stand for it. You can say whatever you want with your millions of monsters. I know the truth. Your bells and whistles mean nothing to me. You're feeding on the freaks and geeks to further your career. Kelly told Mag, do you really care about gay community? Because if you don't, if you did, you'll stand up for it more than you do. And I love it. Let me read this again, what Kelly said. Don't say when you see bullying, intervene while letting your fans send me death threats. If my fans did that, I will not stand for it. You can say whatever you want with your millions of monsters. I know the truth. Your bells and whistles mean nothing to me. You're feeding on the freaks and geeks to further your career. Kelly told Mag, do you really care about the gay community? Because if you did, you'd stand up more you'll stand up for it more than you do. That's what she said. And I loved it. And I loved it because it's true. Like I said, I kind of agree with Lady Gaga said. What I kind of agree with Lady Gaga said, and I kind of agree with Kitty Osborne say. But you got to remember something: when you are in the limelight, doing one thing is not going to make people change their opinions about you. You could sit there and you could sit there and get, like, I'm glad that Lady Gaga got homosexuals into the army, but that's not enough for the community. People who are homosexuals are still out there fighting for gay marriages. There's people who are gay that's fighting for adoptions, and they're doing this on their own without Lady Gaga. But to sit here and do only one thing, that's it's like you got to do more than that than to get people into the army. But I say it like this though, but I say it like this though, that I say like this that when you're celebrities, that you got to realize something that you're doing. You got to realize what you're doing because one thing is if you're having a feud over something so petty, then it makes you look bad. If you're having a feud over something great, if you're having something good over something that matters, yeah, that's a great thing. But I kind of agree with Kelly on this. It's like, how can you sit there and be for something, but you turn your, but you do the opposite of what you're saying? Like you sitting up saying, like Lady Gaga saying she's against bullying, but she let her fans send death threats, and it's like it's kind of fucked up in a way. But you got to remember, Lady Gaga cannot control every person that's her fan. She can. That'd be kind of, but 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 it's like it's you gotta do the right thing. But you gotta do the right thing when it comes to being a role model for people. That's one thing. You gotta like when you're a celebrity, you are kind of a role model, and you gotta sit there and do the right thing. You just can't say the right things. You gotta do the right thing because everybody knows certain celebrities don't give two shits of a fuck about their fans. All they care about is that mean green. But it's the truth. But it's the truth, man. I'm telling you, I can tell you this because one thing is when you like I like certain celebrities, I do, but everything they say I don't believe everything they say or do. But I'm not gonna be so obsessed with them where it ruins my life. But like I said, I agree with Kelly Osbourne saying. I agree with Lady Gaga saying that when you are a celebrity, when you're a celebrity that you gotta do the right things. You gotta say the right thing. You just can't say the right things and don't do the right things. You gotta say and do the right things. Because one thing is, Lady Gaga, you can't protest about stop bullying, stop cyberbullying, but you'll let your fans that are bullying Kelly Osbourne go unnoticed. Like in my videos, I always say if somebody says something out the way, or somebody starting no, if somebody started some shit with me, I do the video on the person, and when I do the shit, give my opinion, voice my opinion, if exercise my right as Americans to practice freedom of speech, I give them the link to the person that's starting something when we start talking smack to me, the Facebook link, either their Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr link. Then I tell the people who are subscribed to me or on YouTube, or follow me on Twitter or Tumblr, or they'll get me on their friends list on Facebook. It's like, look, go talk to them, but don't bully them until they commit suicide. Don't do the bullying. Don't make them commit suicide, but talk to them as a human being. Because I want my, I'm not going to say fans, because one thing is they're my people. I'm not going to tell my people to bully somebody, send death threats and all this and that. To prove a point, I'm not going to make them say, go do this to these people till they commit suicide. I'm not going to do that, because that is not Afro Joe. But when it comes down to it, Lady Gaga, for, you can't sit there and say, I'm against bullying, but you just seen your fans bully another person, but not put a stop to it. That's making you a hypocrite. That's making you look bad. But like I said, you cannot stop anybody. You cannot control anybody. But you should have put it to the point where you say, this person said this about me, but I don't think none of my fans will go bully her. I hope my fans don't go bullying her. I hope they don't do the wrong things, because you're not like, to me, if one of my people goes out and bullies somebody till they commit suicide, I'm like, that's not my people. I don't condone that. I don't like that kind of work, kind of action or acts where my people is bullying somebody to the point they commit suicide. That is not Afro Joe. I'm against that, and that's how it is. And you gotta, but everybody's gonna make mistakes because we're human. But you need to realize something: when you are a celebrity, your words mean gold to people. I'm not a celebrity. I can't say my words are gold. But when you are a celebrity, you're a role model, a celebrity, somebody's famous, somebody to look up to. That means your words are being, like, everybody hangs on your words, and everybody listens to what you got to say. But when it comes down to it, you saying one thing but doing a different thing, they're gonna look at they, like, oh, it's like the whole eye for an eye, but you turn around and say, oh, tooth. No, it's like the whole scenario with, oh, turn the other cheek, but then you look at it at another spot saying an eye for an eye. You can't say turn the other cheek to mean, and then turn around and say, oh, an eye for an eye too. Oh, Kelly meant well. You can't. Lady Gaga can't say, "Oh, Kelly meant well." That I was in the wrong, but y'all should bully her anyway because that's how it is. Then can't do that. It's making you a hypocrite. It makes people pass more judgment on you than anybody else, and that's how it is. You making people pass so much judgment on you, and like, I'm not judging Lady Gaga. I'm not gonna judge Lady Gaga because I like Lady Gaga. I think she's kind of fine, and I like Kelly Osbourne, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say go bully Lady Gaga because that's not me. I'm not gonna tell people go bully her. I'm not gonna say go bully Kelly Osbourne because that's not me. Because I'm not gonna tell people go bully uh, Lady Gaga, Kelly Osbourne, or Lady Gaga. None of them. But I will say, do the right thing, man. We're all human. You cannot mean one but do something else, and that's how it is with me. That's how Afro Joe rolls. But hey, man, that's how it is. But like I said, I'm gonna put the story in the description box. You tell me what you think in a comment or a video response. I'm gonna love to get a video response or a comment. But follow me on Twitter at AfroJoe the Wookie. Follow me on Tumblr. Subscribe to my channel, CeeLo Junior 2, CeeLo Junior 3. Uh, like this, man. I'm trying to do more videos for y'all, but just but that's how it is. Peace, love, and Afro. Do the right thing, y'all.